YouTube. My name is Luke Barry. I was vlogging there for a while and I haven't done anything in ages, so what I'm going to do to get myself back into swinging things and reintroduce myself to you lovely people is I'm going to do 25 facts about me, Luke Barry. Here it is! Number 1, I am 6 foot 1 3/4 inches tall. Yes, that 3/4 inches is very important. I tell people I'm 6 foot 2 sometimes, and when I'm wrestling I might say I'm 6 foot 4 or 6 foot 5, but I'm 6 foot 1 3/4. I have size 12 feet, size 13 sometimes. I think it's when I'm wearing Penny's shoes that I have to get size 13 because the width of them doesn't fit my feet. I have kind of like flipper feet going on, it's a bit weird. I have a really weird obsession with boy bands. Take that in particular, Kate always gives out to me about it. She says that I have a really odd obsession with Gary Barlow and that I react as if he's my father and protecting him. But you know, never forget. When I was a child, I had a friend who had an invisible friend. And I got jealous of this and I wanted an invisible friend. So I pretended to have an invisible friend then too. I assume she was pretending too. But it just goes to show the kind of person that I am, that I wouldn't allow somebody to have a mental illness. I had to have one too. When I was around 13, I'd say, I watched the film The Doors, and after that I used to want to be Jim Morrison, or pretty much I wanted to be Val Kilmer's version of Jim Morrison. So I used to fabricate situations where I could stand up and out of nowhere in a group of people and go, I lied, I am afraid. It was really difficult to fabricate these situations and I don't know why I did it, but it made me think that I was deep. When I was about 13, to impress a girl, I texted her the lyrics to a Nirvana song, said that I wrote them. She found out a few weeks later that I didn't, because you know, Nirvana are fairly well known. Didn't know how I thought I was going to get away with that one. When I was 16 years old, I broke my femur in 4 places by falling through a house. If you don't know what the femur is, it's the bone in your thigh basically, and the doctor told me that you can drive a truck over it at 30 miles an hour, a van over it at 30 miles an hour and it probably won't break. But I managed to break it in 4 places by falling through a house. I am an idiot. Interestingly, until I was 4 or 5 I think, my name was Luke Kearney. A few years ago, one of my proudest accomplishments was that I wrote a one-man show about legendary boxer, wrestler, actor, singer, showman Jack Doyle, and I performed it at what would have been his 100th birthday at a kind of a festival in Cove and got a standing ovation. It was pretty cool, one of my favourite moments of my life. I love Peter Pan. Enough said. My mother always says that I look like a tree frog. I think it's the eyes, which especially with these glasses, I'd probably look more like a tree frog. When I was trying to come up with this, I was struggling to come up with facts, so I sent a message to my mother, who's probably known me the longest really, and asked her for some facts about me. So we're going to go through them really quickly. She said, you were afraid of prawns and fireworks and tall ships. You thought you were Shawn Michaels. You used to look for your socks in your sleep. You sparked a missing child drama, but were in fact holding a puppet show in a caravan in Ballyhaig for a load of kids that you didn't even know. Brackets, you were 3 at the time. You constantly corrected your au pair's grammar. You used the words actually and eventually in every sentence for about 3 weeks after you first learned of their existence. You translated everything, every sentence I said into a blues melody and a mouth organ when you were a teenager for about 2 weeks. I remember that. Every time she said, I'm gonna make you a sandwich, I went, gonna make you a sandwich, like that. You got locked in a car with a giant spider. You mimicked Nazi violence towards Jews with your Uncle James after watching Escape from Sobibor. I feel that one warrants more explanation, ma'am. You had to get a fit to fly cert to be allowed on a plane returning from Lanzarote because you were so thin having been ill. She then wrote, that's the few I can think of now. For years, I genuinely thought that if I concentrated hard enough that I could move stuff with my mind, like Matilda in the Roald Dahl books. I became obsessed with it, and I would literally sit in class just staring at something like that, trying to move it like a pencil or a pen or something. I love conspiracy theories. The weirder the better. Now I don't necessarily believe most of them, but I love hearing about them. I love hearing about the other side of people's thoughts. Like the Bilderberg group, I love that one. Obviously there's loads of 9/11 ones, Illuminati ones, they get weird, but the actual root of Illuminati conspiracy theories are brilliant. I love hearing all those things. anything weird, I like it. I don't believe in God, I'm an atheist. I don't like to call myself an atheist because I know online atheists kind of go around the place trying to attack other people's beliefs, but I don't do that. I just don't believe in God myself, you know, because I'm a badass motherfucker, yo. As a teenager, I became a rapper because I didn't have enough confidence to be a singer, so I rapped instead. How sad is that? When I like a song or an album, I will play it on repeat so much that it ends up having absolutely no meaning. At the moment, I'm listening to Hamilton, the musical, on repeat. Sometimes I lie in conversations just to see what will happen. When I get mischievous or if I get bored at all, I always feel like I'll just tell a lie here now and see what happens, see where it takes the conversation, and see if people believe it. It's so much fun to do. Try and do it sometime. If you're in a conversation sometime, you don't know what to do, just make up a lie and see what happens. It's good fun. Contrary to popular belief, I actually need these glasses. People accuse me of wearing them as some kind of fashion statement or something, but I actually need them. I get headaches otherwise when I'm going to sleep or from watching telly late at night or reading late at night. I need these. I don't go to live shows as much as I should because I genuinely become uncomfortable that I'm not the one on stage performing. It's the weirdest thing I find about myself, and I get so irritated. If I go to a play, if I go to a stand-up comedian, if I go to a concert, I get annoyed that I'm not the one on stage that people are facing, basically. I don't like being in a crowd of people facing in one direction. I like being the person that people are faced towards. It's something inherently built into my system that I am an attention seeker and a narcissist, probably. But I really need to fix it because I love going to live shows, but then I always get a little bit anxious and nervous that I'm not the one on stage. It's fucking weird. I have an idea for a children's book that I'm really excited about writing. I've just finished the first chapter and I'm really excited to see where it goes. I have an obsession with The Princess Bride. I said earlier that I love Peter Pan, but I also love Princess Bride so much that Kate got me dog tags with quotes from both films on them. It says "As You Wish" on one and "Second Star" on the other. I sing to inanimate objects for absolutely no reason. Like the window lean here, right? If I was cleaning windows, I would probably be like, "Oh yeah, spray it, window lean, spray, spray, spray it, oh yeah." Things like that. I get really jealous of other people's ideas. If I'm watching a TV show or a play or something like that I really like and I really love the idea of, I genuinely get angry at myself for not coming up with that idea. I think it's my way of dealing with being able to understand what they are trying to say with what they wrote, but in understanding that, I end up becoming annoyed that I didn't come up with it too. It's like I understand what you're trying to say, and I wish I'm the one who said it, kind of a situation. I have a pet rabbit called Rosa, but I call her the Flops because of the way she just flops out all the time. She's amazing, and she is my favourite thing except for Kate and me, in no particular order. And number 25. 25th fact about me, Luke Barry, is that I am an actor. It is my actual job to act. I love acting more than I love doing anything else in the world. Wrestling as well, obviously. But I love acting. It is amazing. So those are 25 facts about me, Luke Barry. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment on this. If you haven't done so already, definitely subscribe to me because I'm going to be starting to upload again daily throughout August for Vlogust or Vita, whatever you want to call it. So check it out. Peace out, bitches. Yes!